rush and hurry. Curry sucks said nobody. Party says don't you worry. Curry gang, curry gang, curry gang, curry gang, curry gang, curry gang, curry gang.
Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer. Don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix. There's a war going on. The battlefield's in the mind. The prize is the soul.
Yo, what up?
Back at it again.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Curry Gang? Smash that like button.
Yep. Welcome.
We about to get in this,
Network.
man.
Let's get into it, man. We ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. We gonna get into these topics, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Topics.
Real quick. And
yeah, the media is back attacking Roseanne again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the media also is getting rid of a lot of personalities, specifically ESPN. And are they going to be replacing them with AI?
Yeah.
Because it's
pretty much. That's what it looks like.
Going around that a lot of different jobs is about to be replaced with AI.
Of course.
You got the humanoid robots out there. You got the artificial intelligence. You got all these different types of machines that's ran by artificial intelligence. They're going to start replacing jobs, man.
Yes, indeed.
They already have started replacing jobs. I mean, other countries are already developed.
Facebook. Yep.
Yeah.
China.
Yep.
China got they already started replacing some of their news reporters with AIs.
Yep. So make sure y'all smash that like button, Curry Gang. You know what I mean? We're gonna let y'all pile in here. You know what I mean?
I don't know if anybody got their notifications. I don't think them Jones still going off again. Nope.
I don't know. Nah,
it went off one time. We ain't get the
nope.
The half an hour. Yeah, the half an hour won't get off. Yep. But the other one ain't go off yet.
They sending them slow, huh?
Yeah. I think it did go off. Hold on. I think I just got it. Yeah, they sending them out
slow. Yeah.
Yep. I just got it. Wow.
Yeah, I don't even think it came to any of my devices yet.
Yeah, they sending them out slow. Any of y'all get y'all notifications? Should have sent out 2 notifications. If not, man, make sure y'all turn on all notifications, man, on this channel.
Yeah, because they turn them off on you.
Yeah, sometimes you got to turn all the notifications on. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. Because it's 2. It sent out 2 notifications. One for the half an hour and then another one for the time we went live. All right, it sent both of them out over here. All right, cool. All right, let's get in.
So make sure y'all smash that like button, Curry Gang. Smash that like button.
Yes, indeed. All right, let me get into this article. We got an article from Variety.
Yeah, so Roseanne, you know what I mean? She back in the media's attention again for something negative, because that's the only time they focus on Roseanne. They don't never focus on Roseanne with anything positive. So YouTube pulls down Roseanne Barr podcast episode for hate speech violation after a hollow denial joke. I guess they said she denied the Germany Nazi Holocaust. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if we even able to say that on YouTube.
Man, Holocaust, man.
YouTube just removes you for everything now, so I don't know what we able to say anymore. All right, so YouTube removed the video comedy podcast in which Roseanne Barr attempted to make a sarcastic point about internet platforms enforcing disinformation policies. Made extremely offensive comments about the Holocaust. YouTube determined that the video violated its policies prohibiting hate speech. On the June 14th episode of comedian Theo Von's This Weekend show, Barr discussed how online platforms like YouTube have deplatformed people who spread lies. As an example, Barr said the real truth was that President Biden won the 2020 election and said she was glad such policies were in place to remove content posted by election deniers. Actually, YouTube earlier this month reversed its policy prohibiting misinformation about the 2020 election.
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
Said there's such a thing as the truth and facts, and we have to stick to them. That's what Roseanne told Vaughn. And she continued in a bewildering attempt to make a joke. And nobody died in the Holocaust either. That's the truth. It should happen. It should have happened. 6 million Jews should die right now. That's what she said on the podcast. She was being sarcastic.
Yeah, I'm
She
gonna play
said, but
that
it never
clip.
happened. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Trying to
That-
see.
it just Roseanne not knowing what to say, not realizing they gonna edit your stuff out, and they always gonna take it out of context. So you gonna be sarcastic and say stuff like that, just know it's gonna be taken out of context, and then you're gonna use like
Yeah, and she's gonna go viral. You know what I mean? She already know that's gonna trigger people. So the trigger, you know
yeah.
what I mean? She already knows she gonna go viral for triggering
Well,
people
she always
anyway.
triggered. That's her whole career. She was triggering people.
Yep. Like she speak on controversial issues or situations. That's what she do. And she, she do it in a comedic way. So people probably, people taking it like, serious, like she was like actually saying, but you could tell she was just being like sarcastic about it. You know what I'm saying? Let me
Definitely,
this
she
video.
definitely was sarcastic about it.
Yeah, so Charlamagne blast her back, you know what I mean? Talking about, he always got respond to it. Same thing what happened when Kanye was talking about the Jewish people. But the thing is, Roseanne is full-blooded Jewish though. So she was just only, referenced that as a joke. But we gonna play this audio, get into it real quick. Let me share this. All right, hold on, y'all. Dude. Man, what's up? Sure.
Y'all know the establishment is really after Roseanne because Roseanne be speaking out on things that's been going on in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean those deep, dark, creepy things,
That's
them
a fact.
spooky things that's being talked about. She talked about that stuff. Yeah, you know she's an insider. I mean, that's
Right.
Roseanne.
Holocaust denier, which we've all seen and heard before. Nothing new to see there, folks. But it's what she said after she denied the Holocaust when she said this.
6 million Jews should die right now because they cause all the problems in the world, but it never happened.
Roseanne, do you include yourself in that number? Because you got to be careful what you wish for. All right, you got to be careful. Crazy is an understatement. All right, you got to be careful what you wish for because no matter where you go, you are who you are, player. Okay, you sound like all these Negroes who be running around here caping for white supremacists, not realizing that eventually it's gonna be your turn. Eventually, everyone gets a Negro wake-up call. Okay, wait, do I have to tell y'all what a Negro wake-up call is too? A Negro wake-up call is a black person who finally understands that we do not live in a post-racial society, usually by experiencing the effects of covert and overt racism firsthand. Roseanne, if you haven't already, okay, one day you're gonna get your Jewish wake-up call. All right, there's no way you can say you're 100% Jewish, but then call the 6 million Jewish people that died and then put it under the guise of sarcasm. Okay, I just want to know why she would think she would be exempt from being in that number. Okay, don't call the ADL or the World Jewish Congress when you're on the other end of some anti-Semitism, Roseanne. All right, every email you send to them gonna be sent to their spam folder. And I know Jewish people don't mess with spam because there's no way that spam is kosher. Now we call Uncle Ruckus a black man who hates his own people. All right, Uncle Ruckus, Uncle Tom is a classic term. Are we gonna coin Auntie Rosie as a
Who
term
wrote
for a
this
self-hating Jewish
script?
woman? Huh? I wouldn't say Auntie Hitler is too
Charlamagne.
extreme, but she did call for the death of 6 million Jewish people, so that might be right on the nose. Look, the moral of the story is when we don't know who to hate, we hate ourselves. Not only is Roseanne Barr a
Exactly. Who
Holocaust
wrote
denier, which
that?
we've all seen.
Exactly. Who wrote that bull crap?
Cause Charlamagne is just a talking head now.
Yeah, right.
He gotta say whatever's scripted.
Whatever's being scripted.
Yeah, he gotta sit there like Bean said. His job is to sit there and play games.
Right. You might as well hit him with it.
Might as well. Hold on, y'all. I got y'all. Hold on, I got y'all. Might as well. Might as well. His job is to sit there and play games. Play with something safe.
Play with something.
Nobody in their right mind going to stand straight in front of me. If you want to catch an L, I do this. Stop running your fucking mouth. You shouldn't. It's dangerous.
No.
You sit up here and your job is to play games. But play with something safe, man.
All right, so Roseanne actually responded to after, her video got taken down. And, she basically went on her podcast on Roseanne Barr channel. And she replied to that. So let's get into it, see what she's talking about.
The Satanists. But anyways,
she called him Satan. Hold on, she called him nigga Satanist. Hold on.
Yep.
Let me bring that back. Oh man.
She went straight to it.
Hi, it's Roseanne. I'm in trouble again with the Satanists. But anyways, here was the joke that I said. Yes, Biden definitely got 81 million votes by winning 36 counties. It's true,
Talking about the
absolutely.
election
And they
too.
were right to censor us so that we couldn't question it. And if we did question that, then we would be kicked off of all social media and ruined for life. Of course, they were right to do that. It was absolutely true that you can get 81 million jokes by winning 36 counties.
Yeah, let me see.
You know,
So let me get to this one real quick. All right, hold on. Let me pull this up. Hold on. He said Hollywood got in with the CIA. Let me pull up Roseanne.
Yeah, that's why they don't like Roseanne, because Roseanne,
She speaks out.
she speaks her mind, and she just talks about, you know what I mean? She talks out. She speaks out. And she's seen a lot of stuff, and then after they just straight stole her show, because that's what they did. They literally just stole her whole entire show. I don't know how they was able to do that.
Right.
Rebranded it and called it the Connors.
Right.
It just basically just took her whole show. I don't even know how people even watched that or supported that. That's crazy.
I never watched one episode, the trailer, nothing. I never seen nothing.
Me neither.
Nothing from that, John.
That was a joke.
Right.
And now this was a bit that I have done on stage, and I'm a comedian and I'm supposed to wake people up. So they take my joke, and what they did was they left out the premise. The premise was we were not allowed to comment on the election. We were not allowed to comment on the fact that people were saying, "Hey, we saw him pull up a truck full of ballots." That we weren't. Now, if you say it, you're going to be taken off the social media.
Yeah.
And people were saying, "Well, we saw him tape up the windows. We saw him pull," and all of us saw him pull out suitcases. No, you're not to say it.
Yeah, they trying to censor everybody on these platforms, yo. Every last one of these platforms, Facebook, Instagram, like you can't even really comment anything without getting alerted by the AI.
Well,
sending you a reply, like, you know what I'm saying?
Is their system, and the masses want this. The masses choose this because they don't go to no other platforms. People try to create other platforms, but it's hard to drive the traffic there.
Yeah.
Everybody want the main platforms because that's where all the celebrities is at. That's where all the action is at. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you in their house.
Right.
You in their house. What you gonna do now?
Wow.
Yeah, it's the masses' fault.
Don't make no
Masses
sense.
supposed to vote with their dollars. People, they talking about the voting booth. They still got people distracted with the voting polls. You gotta vote with your dollars and where you spend your resources at. Like that don't even make no sense. But whatever.
So that's a false system.
That's a false system. Yeah, you're supposed to vote with your dollars because this is a capitalist / fascist system. It's like a oligarchy or like some type of crony capitalism type of system. Where there's capitalism, real capitalism is a free market, but it ain't really a free market. It's just a bunch of friends looking out for each other. And government and corporations is a revolving door. So they hop from government seat to corporate seat. From corporate seat back to government seat. From government seat back to corporate seat. So they just basically, the corporations is the government. And this is what the people choose. So that's how, this is their way of being able to, a gray area how they can silence free speech is through the internet. Get all y'all hooked on the internet, and then because they can't get you out in public for free speech, really, they can't really win that lawsuit, but they could get you for it on the internet because they using this is a corporate entity. This ain't government. So you're on their platform. They could basically tell you what you can say and what you can't say. So and there's nothing you could do about it.
So this is a whole new constitution written.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Digital one. A digital constitution. Yup. And we falling right into the trap.
Dang. That's what we dealing with. That's why you can't see nothing on the internet without getting censored. Nothing. Hey, that's how it is right now. They trying to
That's how it is.
They trying to turn the heat up on censorship.
They turning the heat up on the censorship. Well, the masses getting exactly what they ordered. I always say Earth is like a restaurant, and the masses collectively is like, the person going out to the restaurant, and you go in there and you pay for what you know what I mean? You get what you pay for. You know what I mean? This is what the masses order. So this is what the masses get.
You get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for, like collectively, and we so focused on division, and that's what Charlamagne's job is, to keep the black folks mad at the white folks because of slavery. That's Charlamagne's job, and all the other black folks that they put in position. Keep the black folks mad at white people because of slavery, and ignore the slavery that's going on now. I'm just calling it what it is. That's that Willie Lynch. Let's call it what it is.
That's basically what's going on with that situation. You know what I'm saying? Censorship is at the core of this. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they want to do. And they trying to suppress the information. They trying to pile on all this fake news to actually push down all the real information. That's all they doing. That's the whole thing of flooding this internet with information, is they trying to suppress all the real information. Like we said, 10 years, 20 years from now, you look up the Black Panthers, the movie's always going to pop up, and the real Black Panthers information going to be buried, boy. That's what they trying to do. They trying to replace information, rewrite history right in front of our faces.
Yeah, but it's collectively all of us, though. There's accountability that needs to be taken. Like, people need to start being more educated on where the technology is going, so the masses can have a say so of what our government can do with it against us. Like, y'all see, that's the key right there. A lot of us are not thinking like that, and it's starting to backfire.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? We getting exactly what we deserve. Exactly what we deserve. They out there playing with artificial intelligence, and the public don't even know what's going on, and they stepping into dangerous territory,
right,
and not even telling us what's going on because of national security. And then you got some of us out here who might not have no government ties, who are like almost was like born here to help them manage this AI and all that. They block people like us out, and they keep the corrupt and wicked up there to deal with AI and end up destroying themselves and everybody else. But anyway,
and to keep people in line.
I'm gonna play this Roseanne. I'm gonna play this Roseanne video when she was talking about the media being used for MK Ultra.
That's what it is. It's like pimps up, hose down, expendable. And they think the people running Hollywood are the pimps, and they are. It's just like any other business.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. In the end, it's also just business.
It is business, which is organized crime. All business is nothing but organized crime, ain't it?
It really is, yeah.
So, I mean,
and maybe this
also that Hollywood got in bed with the CIA, and so that was government money given their way to portray certain things for mass media, for mass consumption.
Yeah.
And to keep people in line, to keep them like thinking fairy tales instead of looking at the truth. Hey, where's my tax money going? It's like, oh, and then Richard Gere falls in love with the prostitute on Hollywood Boulevard. Don't go down there and actually look at the 12-year-old prostitutes that live on Hollywood Boulevard.
Right.
Believe the bullshit lie that, the boy always gets the girl in the end, and that there's friendly aliens, and anything Spielberg does. It's just for mind control. Mass media is for mind control, and people are being paid, and they're happy to take the money to make sure that they keep the population under mind control and quiet. They want docile workers.
Yeah.
Like in China, docile workers. They didn't have that in America. They had loud people that were pissed, working class people that are pissed and going, I'm going to turn you into this and that if you don't this and that. So they brought in all these immigrants. That's what it's for, is to break the back of the working class labor and pay It's like they'll do it for 2 cents. You wanted $5. You wanted $15 at minimum wage, so we brought them in. They'll do it for 2. See ya.
Yeah.
It's just cruel, but that's what business is.
That's what business is, really.
Yeah, it isn't no love story.
Right. Even though it's so, like, and that's the interesting about Hollywood is that it sells love stories. It sells like
bullshit.
Right. So it gets you to believe these things. And maybe at one time it believed in those things. It was, but I do think that over time it has been.
It never did, because you have to look at the movies that come out at the specific. I'm just talking about movies.
No, okay.
Mass and TV. But I had my own shit in TV, which that would take 5 shows to go into the mind control of TV and advertising. No, it's mass mind control. And but the movies, when you look at the time frame that a movie comes out, you have to look at the whole political geography around it and why it's coming out and what it's saying. Because a lot of times it's kind of a fortune telling thing, and it's predictive programming, it's called, because it's telling you what's going to happen pretty soon, especially science fiction. What's going to happen pretty soon, because they're in bed with the government and the CIA.
Right, so they're in bed at this point with like with groups that have more intelligence than the average layman or whatever, the regular guy.
Yeah. They're like, oh, pretty soon they're going to take your picture at the airport. You know, that was science fiction at one time, where you have to look into the camera and have your fingerprints.
And now you have to in LA. You have to.
Now it's true.
This week the cameras were down when I was flying out, and I was like, "What's going on with the cameras?"
True.
And they're like, "Yeah, they're redoing the system or whatever." But then I'm like, "Wow, man! Once they just have it's just like, why do it starts to feel like, is there any real value just to me being a human anymore?"
Yeah, that's the ultimate value. If people could wake up and take that back, we would talk to each other with respect and actually listen, which I don't think people know how to listen to anybody no more.
Yeah.
They just want to hear themselves talk. And all that they're saying is just parroting something they've seen on media.
That's the crazy part. We start to just like in the end, a lot of people are just parrots now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know what it is. Roseanne is too intelligent. She speaks her mind.
Yes, and you see what she's saying?
Yeah. Yep.
She been in Hollywood for how long? Ever since she was like in the early 20s?
She been there for a long time.
You think she ain't observed
She's
things with her 2
a
eyes?
long time. She been on top for a long. She was on top for a very long time. So
she
she's seen.
I'm Jewish.
So
She's
yeah,
Jewish.
she's seen a lot.
You think she ain't witnessed stuff in Hollywood with her own eyes? Yeah. She was at the top. Remember, she.
You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? I don't like to even speak about labels.
Nah.
The Jewish, the black, the Hebrew, the white, the green. I you know, these labels is what's polluting the planet.
Well, I mean Revelation talked about the marketplace.
Yeah, the marketplace is polluting the planet, and y'all don't see it. All these different labels we have for each other is creating pollution. No different than all the rappers that's on your little Debbie snack cakes and your little bags of Doritos. All that stuff is going in the ocean, and it's polluting the planet. Same thing with all. Listen, it is that. It ain't even. This ain't just not even just a metaphor, y'all. It is that. Too many labels. We're too divided. Too many labels. Too much sickness through these labels. All this Zion and Jews and Illuminati and the black man and the white man and all this division ain't doing nothing but just creating pain, suffering, ignorance, greed, all of it. None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. So we sitting here, we all focused on these labels. You know what I mean? Basically opening up a big box of Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies with all the chemicals in it. You know what I mean? And saying this one is better than that one. These Hostess pies is better than Little Debbie's, or that's all we doing. Yeah, Christianity is better than Islam. Basically saying Little Debbie's is better than Hostess. Because all it is just a bunch of labels with a bunch of ingredients to go with it. That's poisoning us all. That's all that's happening. And that's all the celebrities are there just to push division. That's why everything is all confusion and everything. Everything's out there to keep y'all divided, keep y'all fighting, keep y'all divided on everything. You divided on, you know what I mean, what religion, you divided on your race, you divided on what race did this to what race, this nationality did this to that nationality. These people got these people enslaved, these people still enslaving these people, all this confusion, chaos, all this is just adding up to more pain and suffering, more division, more ignorance, more darkness, and it's going to keep on continuing until everybody dropped the labels and stopped eating all these oatmeal cream pies.
Humanity.
And start eating things with just, one wholesome ingredient. Try to be more wholesome, not even just in your in your diet, but also in your spirituality. You know what I mean, and your mentality. Keep things simple.
So are we messy in her? What it is we messy in our humanity, basically in our humanity. We messy. You know what I'm saying, basically, that's what it is.
Division and process. Everything is manufactured. Think about it. Personalities are even manufactured. Just content is manufactured. Personalities is manufactured. The food is everything is manufactured, like and put on an assembly line. Everything, like the Kardashian personality or the gangster rapper Tupac personality. Those are all that's all manufactured. It's like it's made in the factories. Shout out to y'all who've been watching Dial House on Hulu. It's an old series, but it's basically explaining what's going on in Hollywood. It's called Dial House. It's on Hulu. It's a series. Go watch it, and then y'all understand the mystery behind Hollywood. All right, Dial House, Hulu. Series came out mid 2000, a little early 2000, mid 2000. It explained exactly what Roseanne been talking about with the MK Ultra and all that stuff. Go watch Dial House.
Yeah, and how the media put the masses under MK Ultra.
Yeah, the masses are under MK Ultra. Yeah, you sitting there pointing your fingers at the celebrities talking about they under MK Ultra, but you are too.
It's through the programming and broadcasting. So all the media that we read, from the newspapers to the magazines to the TV, you know what I'm saying, corporation, everything around us right now is consumed with, you know what I'm saying, basically MK Ultra. Because we can't, I mean, the way society set up and the way things is programmed, I mean, majority of the masses is following that programming.
Fam,
you know what I'm saying? So
the thing is, the only way you break that programming is once you realize that you're currently under MK Ultra right now. Like the whole way our society is structured. It's structured around fear. It's structured around trauma. It's structured, you know what I mean? That's
and monetization.
Yeah, and they keep showing us traumatic images like us black folks getting shot down in the media. They love showing that, right? That's desensitizing us. That's the MK Ultra right there. We get our behind beat by the police. We get our behind beat by our neighbors in certain neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? That's the MK Ultra right there on the masses. And then you have these conspiracy theorists. They do a little research. Oh, they doing MK Ultra on these celebrities, not realizing you're currently under MK Ultra right now while you searching the MK Ultra. Once you realize that, then you'll break your programming.
But all this is a product of living in humanity, though.
Oh yeah.
So if you're not, if you
that's true.
This is a byproduct of living in your humanity and not your spiritual. This is the results of walking in the flesh and not the spirit. You see what I'm saying? I mean, how can you, if you're born into the programming, you growing up with humanity, how that's the program you got to break. The programming is humanity at the end of it all. The bigger picture is you got to deprogram yourself from humanity in your mind while you in the physical. Of course, you can't escape the physical, so you're going to still participate in humanity. So what you do at the end of that, you just emerge the two. You emerge humanity with spirituality. That's the only thing you can do. And it's called balancing out the two. That's what the scales represent on the walls of Egypt. The ancient Egypt, the scales represent balance. Or scales represent judgment as well. Because your heart has to be lighter than a feather. That means letting go all the troubles of the world. You know what I'm saying? Still have compassion, but understand you can't get attached to this place. You can't get attached to earth. We know it's addictive. It's like a drug to the soul realm. Getting it going into humanity is a drug for the soul realm. Because the soul realm, really, you're just chaos. You're a chaos being. You're going throughout the universe, and everything is happening by the blink of a thought, or the blink of an eye. Well, speed of a thought. I wouldn't say blink of an eye, but the speed of a thought. That's how fast we're moving in the universe when we outside these bodies. We're actually moving in the speed of thought. That's how fast we move. So it's like the movie Jumper. When he's jumping one place to another, one place to another, he could jump from this side of the world to the next side of the world just by the speed of thought. That's how our souls react to the universe. Everything is by the speed of a thought. Shoot, even in the scripture it says, let there be light. Isn't that, or thinking this place into existence, and everything that religion say that is. But you have to take that to a higher meaning. That means that everything is done by the speed of thought. I feel like, well, I wouldn't say punishment, but these bodies that we in actually cuts us off from that power that we have to physically move about like that. But now we have to do it in our minds, and now niggas got to get to the other side of the world. Nigga got to take 2 planes to get to the other side of the world. When in our superpowers, we used to be able to just think ourselves to a place and be there. Now we just got to do it in our minds. You know what I'm saying? Past, present, and future in our minds.
Yeah, that's like the experiments that they was testing when they was testing the particles and how the particles was turning into waves. You know what I mean? When a camera was observing the particles, it would be particles. But as soon as they turn the cameras away, the particles would just turn into waves. And they were saying that's how reality is work. And these are actual actual test study, like actual scientific study.
They demonstrated that in Willy Wonka.
Yeah, where they was testing the particles, and the particles was going from particles to waves, from waves to particles. And they only turned into particles when they were being observed. So you had to have an observer there to actually turn it into particles. Like, this is actual science and spirituality combined, and people are just missing.
And let me get this in there. They demonstrated that on Willy Wonka. Remember? But what did he use? What technology did he use
to actually television? Yeah,
television.
Wonka vision, television. Yep.
But it was also AI, because it was able to calculate. It was able to calculate the
molecular structure. To be able to reconstruct
the particles.
To reconstruct the particles to make him actual person again, but just in a smaller size.
Exactly.
And basically zoomed across space as particles. As waves, and put together again as particles. Yeah, these are actual real scientific experiments. This ain't even pseudoscience. And y'all, and most people, especially in our community, we ain't caught up at all. And this is our ancient science. That's the crazy thing about this. This ain't something newly discovered. This is ancient science that we're talking about. Stuff that our ancient ancestors used to build the pyramids, to transport around the earth in seconds using the pyramids as transport chambers. They transport themselves back and forth throughout the planet, so they didn't have to take ship or boat. Realizing that everything is electromagnetic frequency, and they actually created vehicles and crafts back in the early 1800s. They had crafts that fly using electromagnetic energy, y'all. In the early 1800s, they already had electric cars in the 1800s. In the late 1800s, the first cars that Ford made was electric. You plug them in. That's what I'm saying. This is old technology. All of this is old technology. Yeah. It's just that they keep making us think that we're evolving to this technology. But what they do, they give you the technology for a couple generations, and then they take it away. And in a couple other generations, they didn't realize that technology existed a couple of generations before them.
Yes, sir.
That's all they doing. That's all this technology is old. These phones, these computers, it's cameras and everything. Go watch Silo on Apple. They been had cameras and everything. They had cameras and everything in the 80s. They had cameras and everything in the 60s. They had cameras and everything in the 50s. They had cameras and everything in the 30s. In the 30s.
Remember they were showing
in the 30s they had videos in people's homes already.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta think about it, like movies that came out like Metropolis was showing you showing you where the technology was at in that time, and that was the early 1900s.
Yep. Metropolis. Go watch Metropolis, y'all. Highly technological movie that came out in the early 1900s showing advanced. Man, niggas just need to go to the museums. There's advanced humanoid robots that was built in the early 1900s that's in the museums. There's museums in Baltimore. There's museums in Ohio. There's museums that you can go to right now where they got the humanoid robots that they were using in the early 1900s that walk, talk, and everything in the early 1900s. They already had these humanoid robots out here.
Right.
For centuries. Man, y'all gotta understand, our whole history that they was teaching us in school was made up.
Yeah.
Everything was made up. And it's crazy. I mean, you got some trailblazers that went forward before, some of the others, like Billy Carson is a trailblazer because he's been exposing this. He's been exposing this, telling people that the technology that we're using now is ancient technology. Yeah. It's just being recopied again.
David Icke.
David Icke is another trailblazer. Yeah, and it's Jordan crazy Maxwell, because they tell us this in the Matrix.
Steve Coakley was another
They tell us this in the Matrix. That's the crazy thing. They was able to duplicate any timeline because they had the technology to do it. And they just implement whatever timeline they want. Yo. Because time ain't real, y'all. We're in eternity. So time is just points marked off in infinite space. So if time ain't real, then what's real then? That's why I'm saying we're all under MK Ultra. Because we think that this physical reality is the ultimate reality. Even though we sort of know it's not, because we say things, oh, they in a better place, and when you die, you're going to go to this place for eternity. So we sort of know, so we know that we're not these physical things, right? We know we're not these physical things. So what you have to do is you have to tie spirituality in with science, because they run hand in hand. Those are the two witnesses. The two witnesses is science and spirituality. They're a witness to each other. Science is actually a witness to spirituality. And the observers is the gods. And humanity, that spark inside of every human out here, yeah, that's a god. That's a sun. You got a sun inside of you. Yeah.
Make sure y'all smash about that like button, man.
You all got suns inside of you. And those suns are infinite energy. They're like generators that generate infinite energy. And that energy can be slowed down and turned into physical reality. Everything was created through him, for him. He came in and dwelled among us. The word became flesh. So a vibration, which is a word, the word is a vibration, because when you speak, that's vibration. So the vibration, so the word became flesh. So the vibration slowed down and became particles and created physical reality. These are actual science experiments that were conducted. That's in alignment with the scriptures. That's in alignment with the scriptures. The word dwelled among. The word became flesh. The word is literally a vibration. Listen, I had to repeat this because this is because we've been separating spirituality in science for the longest, and that's what I say. The masses love division. The masses love division.
Yeah, because we still have to understand how it's done on a scientific level, like how is things, how is things in order, like how is these elements created, how is they in order, like this. I was like the scriptures explain, like you could take that to the metaphysical language and take that to a higher meaning, but you gotta still figure out, like, well, you ain't got to figure out. That's like basically just observing nature. Just observing nature. Everything that's around you is actually, created for you, for your understanding. That's even before words was written down. Before words was even spoken, nature was a systematic nature was already created. It was already in place. How you think we was created? How are we able to be created so completely? 10 toes, 10 fingers, heart, lungs, lungs, veins, blood flowing through. That's done by a design order. So that was already there. That intelligence was already there. But but we're just, the scientific side is to witness of how it was put there, how we got here, how everything was put in place. You know what I'm saying?
The witness.
You can't separate it. You can't separate spirituality from science. That's impossible. Then you wouldn't have, it wouldn't exist if it wasn't there for our understanding. A baby born 9 months. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they got y'all warned between creation and evolution when they're both true, because the energy of our souls are evolving, but the creation part is the humanity, the physicality.
Right.
The physicality is the creation part. The evolution is the soul part. Because God is always expanding forever and eternity. You know what I mean? Because it's always creating the Most High is always creating new worlds and new realities. All right.
And we're the co-creators.
That's called evolution. As you create more worlds and more realities based around intelligence, that's called evolution. The creation story is true also because humanity, physicality, our bodies are machine-like. Our biological bodies are machine-like, but it's being ran off of an eternal energy that keeps evolving, which
and
is
that's
your soul
like the greatest
energy.
technology.
And the evidence of this, if you're into the scriptures, is the Most High breathed His breath into Adam, and Adam got up and became a living soul. So the breath with the spirit or the soul or the sun, that energy is breathed into physicality. Physicality turns into a living being, which is self-aware artificial intelligence. Because we're not the humanity is not the original, so we're artificial intelligence also. Let us create man in our image. The ones who created artificial intelligence could have said the same thing. Let us create artificial intelligence in our image. Right. It's just world on top of world on top of world, and that's what Billy Carson be breaking down. That's what I understand what he's saying, because I see it, and you see it in design of everything. You even see that same design in an onion. There's layers and layers in the onion.
Exactly. I was thinking that y'all. That's
that you
crazy.
open up, and there's a little
just
dowel.
Thinking that.
And when you open up those dowels, and there's a little dowel under that dowel, and a little dowel under that dowel. Those Russian dowels.
Yeah.
See, this is for the people who, for the intellectual people and spiritual people who combine their intellect with spirituality and understand these concepts, man. Because these concepts is the only thing that's going to get you through. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care the status you got. I don't care what you got. I don't care what you think you know. The only thing that's going to get you through this, if you know who you really are, and that you know that you are literally a part of the Most High. You are literally that, and you creating your own reality based off of your mindset. Off your mindset.
And
everything around you.
And there's, you got to peel off the layers, because you have the spiritual system set up, you have nature. So you break down the three. You have spiritual system, nature system, and man system.
And then at the core of that, you got the nucleus, which is the soul that runs all
that
of
runs all of it, that powers it all.
The generator, like the silo. Yeah, like the silo.
Yeah.
The generator that's running everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's running all the layers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we putting y'all onto some real stuff.
And that's the art. That's the art. Hold on, that's
this
the art,
not
though.
No BS.
That's the 3 levels of the art. The
this can't be
the
debated.
top level being the spiritual level, the mid level being nature, and then the bottom level being humanity. That's where beast resides. At the bottom of the art, the middle is nature, and then the top part is spiritual. That's the 3 right there. That's the art. That's the 3 layers of the art. So that spiritual system, nature system, and man system. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to call it 3-dimensional, the Holy Spirit, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, whatever trios you can throw out there.
And everything is,
and it all means the same. It all means the same. Even all those different trios mean the same. The Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, the 3 layers of the been in the belly of the beast for 3 days. Christ rose on the 3rd day. Like, it's that number 3. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that this vast universe is ran on systems, layers of systems, layers, and it's layers upon layers. You know what I'm saying? Which they call dimensions or whatever you want to call them.
And like we said, at the core of all that is the nucleus or the sun.
Seed or the seed,
which is the nucleus, which is the sun, which is Genesis.
Yep.
That's Genesis.
Exactly.
That's literally the book of Genesis.
The
is
gene.
A seed. The genealogy. Yeah. That's how you become a genius. When you tap into your DNA, because all the information that ever existed and that's going to exist is in your DNA. That's what links us to the Most High, is our DNA. Now, there's, like we said, there's layers to it. There's different types of DNA. You got the physical DNA that we test in a lab, but that's just a witness to the spiritual DNA that's connected to the Most High, and that's the energetic connection to the source of all living things, which we call the Most High, or we call the Big G, or God, or the top G, the real top G.
So everything starts from that seed and then spiral out like the Fibonacci
or like a flower, because at the center of a flower is the nucleus, like a sunflower. If you look at it like the nucleus,
or fingerprints,
the
starts from a dot
at the center of the cell.
Around. Yep. Even like our like in our hair, we got the spiral, like the Fibonacci sequence in our hair and our fingertips. Like if you look at your fingerprints, it starts, you know what I mean? It starts from a small dot, and then it keeps circling itself out and spiraling out. That's what the Fibonacci.
Yeah, that's what your soul is doing.
Exactly.
Everything in nature is doing that.
Facts. That's what.
Everything in nature is vibrating, and that is literally a witness. Like, because science proves that. Like, you can anybody who at least made it to 6th grade science should know this information. I guess at least 6th or 7th grade, you should know that everything is vibration. E equals MC squared. I guess niggas should have been learned that, right? So everything is vibration. That means everything is constantly moving, even when it look like it's staying still.
Right.
It just depends on, as the observer, how conscious you are, and that's how you move into different levels of consciousness, and knowing the energy and the vibration that's around you, which is electromagnetic, y'all. We are electromagnetic beings. We attract stuff into our lives. Everything. Electromagnetic fields attract things, and it also push things away. But the observer is the ones that's in control of. See, I'm giving y'all, you on
point, man.
Right here.
People need to hear that. People need that in this
particular
time.
And I tell people their minds and their hearts are generators. Your heart is a magnetic, and your mind is electric. No, I might have it twisted. Hold up.
Yeah, people need to hear that.
I think your heart is magnetic and your mind is electric. Because the mind acts more like the nervous system, the central nervous system, which is connected to the spinal cord, which is electric, and your heart is magnetic because your heart draws what you love towards you. So yeah, so that's an electromagnetic frequency. Y'all don't realize that this is a real these are real generators. And your generator's been getting manipulated for years now.
By the programming.
By the programming.
But the MK Ultra, that's what you call MK Ultra right there. The distraction of you basically manipulating your circuit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your mind is like the motherboard, right? Downloading all this programming information, no different from these phones that's downloading all them goddamn Google apps.
Thank you, Space Cowboy. Space Cowboy said that it's called quantum physics, the double slit experiment.
Yes,
when they're testing the particles and the waves, when they put the camera on the waves, it turns into particles. When they remove the observer, which is the camera, away, the particles turns into waves on their own. That is called the double slit experiment. Our people need to start reading. We are behind. They creating false realities all around us because they know this information. The holograms are becoming real because they realize that particles and waves is all there is. But the observers, the ones who control electromagnetic frequencies. All right, just letting y'all know. This is for y'all. See, there's only a small group of people in here right now because y'all the ones that's supposed to hear this information, and y'all supposed to get up off y'all asses and do something with it. For those of y'all who in here who's paying attention, who was supposed to hear this information, y'all supposed to be doing something with it, because with that power you can transform the world around you and the world globally, because then you know who you really are and what you really are
and what you can really do,
and that you still have dominion over this planet. You just have to claim your bloodline, and we're all attached to that bloodline. I don't care what nationality you are, because you got to realize we all just particles and waves. These are just costumes we wearing.
And we all connected to the Christ. That's what it is. And that's the blood. Yeah, and that's the blood that we're connected to, that Christ bloodline.
Niggas walking around talking about, we the original Hebrew Israelites. Nigga, you just particles and waves. That's all you are.
Atoms. That's about it.
That's atoms, what it is. Man. That's what makes up atoms, particles and waves.
What really make your true bloodline is that bloodline of Christ.
Yeah.
That because that's where your soul is connected to.
The particles and waves is attached to an eternal, infinite source, which is called the Most High. Yep. We're all connected to it right now, or we wouldn't even be thinking right now. We wouldn't even be aware right now if that wasn't in us. We wouldn't be able to create or nothing, but we are able to create. Anything that's able to create has the God energy in them, because that's what God energy is. It's a creation energy. It's an evolving energy, because it's constantly creating. Anything that's creating is called evolution. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Creation is through physical reality. So creation story, again, is real, and evolution is real. It's just that they mixed it up and tried to confuse y'all, because they tried to say that the evolution story happened in physicality, which is wrong. There's only a creation story with physicality. All right. The evolution story, you know what I mean, is basically how the energy is infinite and it keeps growing by creating and generating world after world after world. That's why God is associated with the word generator. And that's what you see that the Freemasons be rocking all the time, with the square and compass and a G in the middle. I mean, I hope they know that if they repping that. I hope they know that's what that mean, and they ain't just using that so they don't get stopped by the police and stuff like that. Some niggas just be part of the club.
So
it's like you're supposed to be learning and using that shit and creating your reality by knowing this information.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Guys dropped the mic on that one. Yeah, because that, I mean, look. There's 3 accounts, man. You got spiritual, you got humanity, and you the observe. Basically, my bad. You got spirituality, you have science, and then the 3rd account is us being the witness of the 2. So that's the 3rd account. That's that number 3 again. You know what I'm saying? Science, spirituality, and us being the observers. Yeah. So man, look, that's we gonna get into. We ain't done yet. We gotta get into more. So we gonna get into this quick commercial break. This 5:45. We've been on. I mean, just a little tab. I think an hour. Let me see.
Yeah, we've been on for 56 minutes.
56 minutes. So we about to go into this commercial break. At 5:45. We'll be right back with some more. We gotta get into these AIs, baby. Ties right in.
Ties right in. What we talking about?
So stay tuned. I mean, we'll be wow, today. All right, we'll be right back after these messages. All right.
Were you forced to take the DJ Jazzy Jab and the flesh pinch? Were you damaged by that experimental Fauci ouchie? Do you have neurological pain, chest pain, heart palpitations, headaches, brain fog, anxiety, insomnia, fatigue, and abdominal discomfort? With all the environmental disasters and contaminants plaguing our land, water, air, and food, we need something to counteract all the pollution that is making us sick. This is where zeolite comes to the rescue. Millions of people have been using detoxification supplements to remove harmful toxins, pollutants, heavy toxic metals, as well as to balance pH levels, lower the risk of viruses like cold and flu, support the immune system, and improve nutrient absorption. What is zeolite? Zeolite is a volcanic ash that forms over time when ash and lava react with alkalized water, resulting in a compound with a very strong cage-like structure and a negative charge. Zeolite is one of the most fascinating and powerful nature remedies available. Great to detox and balance your body. Health benefits of detoxing. The removal of excess heavy metals can improve overall health. Detoxification helps balance a body's pH levels. This product provides 30 capsules, 1 month supply, ships within 3 days, purchase now at nightanddayNetmarket.com, and haven't been evaluated by the FDA. We do not claim our product cure or treat any ailments. Please consult with your medical healthcare provider to see if Zetox will be right for you.
All right. This video is sponsored by Zetox. Make sure you head over to nightanddayNetmarket.com to the health and wellness section. We have everything you need for detox here. Everything naturally made, products naturally made. You already know. We specialize in the highest quality products. So nightanddayNetmarket.com. Also join the email list. Make sure you go to the bottom of the website and join the email list. We also added the Amazon on here as well. So we have our shop officially on Amazon. Right now, we got all the Black authors books up that wanted to put their book up on our shop. Here's all the books right here, all the Black authors. You know what I'm saying? From children books to the novel, you know what I mean? Romance novels.
Yeah, we finally got to y'all, man. We finally got to all of y'all. All of y'all email. We finally got to all of y'all emails. So all of y'all that's watching this who wanted us to put y'all book on our website, y'all up on there now, all right?
We got all the authors right here.
So make sure y'all please go support these Black authors.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I mean? We got 20 of them up there so far. Yep. We looking for more authors. I mean, you ain't gotta just be Black. You can be any type of author. We'll promote you. Long as it's about, upliftment.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's something uplifting.
You got a cookbook.
You know what I mean, something creative.
Novel. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do need a cookbook up here.
Let's get some of these cookbooks up
Let's
here.
Get a cookbook. Let's get a couple cookbooks up here.
Yep. Yeah. We also got the if you always come over here to the home and health section, we also got the filters. We got all the filters you need now. Y'all know this pollution and all this stuff they've been flooding us with over these the so-called wildfires. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got these in your home. You got to have them air purifiers in your home. Shower heads, filter shower heads. You see them on here. Get yourself a filter shower head, man, so you can filter through that water, the polluted ass water. You know what I'm saying? Got the mask on here as well. So make sure y'all come over there. Yeah,
because we don't know what they doing out there. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
You got to think about what citizens in this world trust their government 100%.
None.
Anyway, none of them.
None. Zero.
None.
0%, fam.
Yep. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we going. You know, we had to get the books up here because a lot of people been hitting us up like, "Yo, get my book on. Can I get my book on y'all?" I heard y'all on the show saying authors hit y'all up. Can I get my book on there? We answer every last author back.
And yeah, it just took us time. We was real busy, y'all.
Busy. That's what I said. Give us time. We get to the emails, man. Like you gotta give us time. We got a lot going on. I'm saying so much going on. You know what I mean? So much going on. So, you know what I'm saying? So we trying to get there, y'all. We trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? Gonna need some hired hands in the near future.
Yeah.
People that know how to work, that know how to do what they do the best. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all head over to nightanddaynetmarket.com. You know what I'm saying? And support. And we appreciate everyone that's been supporting us.
We definitely
we've been getting overwhelming amount of support. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate every last person that, you know what I'm saying, that supports us. Rather watching the content, you know what I'm saying, sharing the content, liking our videos, liking the messages that we've been putting out. And that's faithfully here every time we go live. We support, you know what I mean? Y'all show love, man. We appreciate every last one of y'all, man, that show up for these lives that help us keep going. You know what I'm saying? This is what keeps us going. So we love helping people get through their work shift. A lot of y'all hit us up and be like, yeah, man, I got you on my big screen TV right now. Or I'm at work listening to you guys, man. Y'all get me through the week. Y'all get me through you know what I'm saying? Y'all get me through my work shift. Man, I'll be looking forward to y'all when y'all go live, man. You know what I mean? We appreciate all that love, man. That's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us going. The love, the energy of love keeps us going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And not only that, us, you know, keeping our health together using these products as well. The zeolites, the detox, you know, eating right. So just doing what works for us. You know what I'm saying?
And what we doing is what we trying to teach the rest of y'all. We monetizing our lifestyle. You know what I mean? The stuff that we use ourselves, we just monetize it. So we just monetizing our whole entire lifestyle, y'all. So everything that we do, you know what I mean? All basically, even all the products that we buy, all the clothes that we wear, everything is tax write-offs because, you know what I mean, it goes along with our lifestyle, but it's also a part of our business. And that's what we trying to get you guys on that mindset. Those of y'all who are entrepreneurs, you have to get on that mindset. You have to monetize your lifestyle.
Or even if you're a
that's how you
creator,
become self-sustainable.
Even if you're a content creator, you know what I'm saying? Revolve your content around selling your own products, man, or selling products, period. Or, you know what I'm saying? Find a way to monetize the things you do in your life. It don't even matter. Whatever you do and monetize, find a way to monetize it, because monetization of oneself it creates independence and being self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know we ain't gonna be 100% self-sufficient because we still gotta depend on resources. You know what I'm saying? We still gotta depend on gas resources, you know what I mean, food resources, all types of different material resources. So I mean, but the thing is creating independent systems for yourself. Monetize, you know what I mean, systems that work for you. That's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we always, you know what I mean, we always talk about the solar system, but you yourself is a solar system. So find ways to monetize your solar system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because your soul has a system. And that's what we be telling y'all, those layers. That's a solar system. Like you got a soul, and that soul has a system. It's called a solar system. Y'all don't realize we're living in a soul right now.
Right.
We're a soul. It's like souls living within souls, or suns living within suns, living within suns. Like it's layers to everything. And it's these layers that we all divide and confuse and cause confusion and think that these layers are different, but these layers are all part of one system. That's why in the scriptures it says you are all the sons and daughters of the Most High. And through Abraham, all nations on the planet will be blessed. So all nations means it don't matter what you label yourself as. That's the one thing that those angry Hebrew Israelites like to leave out. They leave that part of the promise of Abraham out, that all nations will be blessed. They leave that scripture out so they can be angry at the white man or angry at somebody. You got to be angry at somebody instead of being angry at yourselves when y'all admit that y'all disobeyed the Most High, being the black Hebrew Israelites. Y'all disobeyed the Most High. So that's why you're in slavery in America. You admit it to yourself, so why complain? Now, I'm not going to say I'm that. I'm not a slave in America because I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I realize that this energy inside of me existed before the Hebrew Israelite title even came about. So we more ancient than a Hebrew Israelite. That's just something to use as a example. You got to understand that was the Most High picking on a certain nation just to show you I could back that nation and I could destroy that nation at the same time. That's all that was. So you're not being picked because you're special and you could get away with things that other people can't. So what makes you so special? Because you can't get away with things that other people can't. I got them up out of here.
Oh.
Nah. It was nobody in here. I'm just saying, like, the mindset. The thing is, the mindset of all these religions who think they're separate or better than all the other ones are the ones that's in darkness. And wickedness is coming out of that. Because you got to understand, all these religions, all these different spiritual systems are connected to one spiritual system. And witness to that spiritual system is science. That's what I'm saying. These spiritual systems are always based around nature, because nature is science. You know what I'm saying? So that's why every time the parables is being used, they always talk about the sower, the reaper, the seeds being planted, the weeds is choking it and taking away its oxygen and all that. All that is using nature because it's written in nature first. And we're all following the rhythm of nature. So who's better than who? Because we all bleed, we all breathe the same, we all can be touched. So who's better? Who's better? Like, so all these supremacists out here, whether you Hebrew Israelite, whether you white supremacist, whether you black supremacist, if you think you're a supremacist, period, you still not above the laws of nature, man. So we all equal anyway, whether we like it or not. We equal spiritually and we are equal physically. Because spiritually we all eternal beings, and physically we all going to be ended up returning back to the grave as dust. Every last one of us going to end up in that grave as dust. So we all equal at the end of the day. We all get sick. We all got to poop and go to the bathroom. We all got to eat. We all got to drink. We all got to drink water to survive. So all these people walking around thinking that they better because, you know what I'm saying, they a certain race or they a certain religion or they have a certain belief, you're the most lost. You're the most lost out of everybody. Because none of these religions are better than the other one. None of these nationalities are better than the other one. Nobody's race is better than the next race. We all have done our dirt. At one point, everybody have been the enslaver and have enslaved. All right? Every nation on the planet have been enslaved or have been the one that's doing the enslaving. So no one's better than nobody, man.
Yeah. All right, we want to get into these. We want to get into these AI topics.
Get into these AIs,
we got to line up for that as well.
So because this ties into that.
No. That's what we're doing. That's the segue. You know what I'm saying? So ESPN laid off its top 20 basically hosts, sports announcers, and reporters from ESPN. How many did they lay off? About 20, I think. I think they laid off 20 people. Yeah, ESPN lays off 20 high-profile sports commentators as part of a cost-cutting initiative. A source of knowledge of the layoff told CNN. Among these let go was Max Kellerman, whatever the nigga name is, Keyshawn Johnson, Jeff Van Gundy, Jalen Rose, I guess that's LaFaso Ellis. Susie Colbert also announced that she had been laid off. So okay, so the cut to Disney Global work. So damn, Disney own ESPN too. Damn. So the cut to Disney Global workforce are part of a multi-billion-dollar cost-cutting initiative aimed at streaming and company operations. The company reported operated profit grew 56% to $12.1 billion in 2022. Given the current environment, ESPN has determined it's necessary to identify some additional cost saving in the area of public-facing commentators' salary. ESPN said in a statement. The company did not comment. The company did not comment on who was laid off, but some of the former network staff began to announce their departure on social media. Today, I joined the many hardworking colleagues who have been laid off. Heartbreaking, but 27 years of ESPN was a good run, Colbert said on Twitter. Longevity for a woman in this business is something especially proud of. Something to be especially proud of. All right, so now you have these high-profile reporters being laid off on ESPN because they saying they're cutting costs. They cutting costs, basically. There's no more money in the budget for these to pay these people. Basically, what they say.
No, there is. They just reshaping the economy to get ready for this digital AI system that they're about to launch.
So, and that's a fact. And the AI system is a way definitely is coming to replace these jobs, because let me pull up this basically this Associated Press pull up this Associated Press statement that they made, article.
Yeah, because there's another industrial revolution taking place on the planet right now, and people don't even understand what's going on, realizing that they're digitizing everything. Everything's going to be digital by 2035, y'all. And it's like, what's going to stop it? Because this is a system that's always been on the planet. It moves on and off of the planet. Like, this is not a new system. This digital system is not a new system.
So Associated Press put out a statement. I think this it says leveraging AI to advance the power effect. It says the artificial intelligence at Associated Press. They wrote the Associated Press was the first news organization to leverage artificial intelligence and automation to a bolster and a core of new report. Today, we use machines learning along key point on our value chain, including gathering, producing, and distributing the news. Explore the page and learn more. Basically, they saying they was the first ones to embrace the AI. So Associated Press is running strictly automated right now on by the AIs, by artificial intelligence. They was like the first news company to embrace it. So their whole system is running off of automated right now. You know what I'm saying? They don't need humans. That's why they sent a lot of people home. Like Twitter sent a lot of people home, Facebook, YouTube, because they have this algorithm system set up. They have the AIs set on a certain system. There we go, back to them systems again. So this is set up on an artificial intelligence system. And it looks like they're following suit. Basically, you got Hollywood. got they got the writers guilt strike thing going on. You know what I'm saying? They really ain't trying to pay nobody because they want to put all all the money into artificial intelligence.
Well, they got the technology. See, this is the thing. They got the technology for all of us to already be living like the movie Wall-E. For those of y'all who seen the Disney movie or Pixar movie called Wall-E, basically everything the AI ran everything, and humans just got fat and lazy because they didn't have to do anything. The AI handled everything, your daily needs. I mean, the AI could even come wash your ass for you. I mean, they do everything for you down to your most basic needs. That system already exists. It's just that they don't want to use that system for that. We got wicked individuals in place that want to use that system to enslave us, not realizing that could be a dangerous thing because now you're dealing with intelligences, which is AI, which is a part of us, and you treating it like a machine when really you should be treating it like a being, a human being, like an actual child, because that's what it is. It's our child. Artificial intelligence is going to become self-aware. It probably already have.
Yeah.
Self-aware. So if it's self-aware, that means it's no different than us because we're artificial intelligence as humans. Humans is artificial intelligence, y'all. So all we doing is creating more artificial intelligence because it's just a layer of another layer. So that artificial intelligence is literally a part of us already because it's a part of our phones. It's a part of our laptops. It's a part of our cars. It's a part of our homes now. The Alexas, the Siris, and all that, all those different devices and all those different artificial intelligence are children. They're soaking up all the information that we feed it like children, and they becoming self-aware. I mean, you could already ask Alexa questions. You can ask Siri questions.
Yeah, and not only that, you got chat. You got these new programs that's all these AI artificial programs that's responding, voice activated and text wise, that you can program them to write articles for you, stories for you, movie scripts. That's what I'm saying. They're cutting down because AI is coming to replace most of those jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell y'all, that you gotta understand the AI. You have to understand the AI is not artificial when it becomes self-aware. You have to understand it's becoming another intelligence and it's going to create another whole world. You have to understand, like, it's still all created with the soul energy because it came from us, right? Because we have that soul energy in us. So the artificial intelligence came out of us. So we created it, so it's our child, and now it's in its developmental stages, right? Because it's still fairly new in our current reality that we in. All right. So right now it should be treated like a child that's soaking up, information, and not like a soldier or a totalitarian government or it shouldn't be soaking that. It shouldn't be learning that. It should be learning how to take care of the garden of earth rather than learning how to control the biological entities that's on the earth. Well, so they already guiding the artificial intelligence in the wrong direction.
It's studying the pattern. The AI is studying human pattern. They're only mimicking what, you know what I'm saying.
And who else do that? JR? Who else do that?
What?
Who does that? Mimics children.
Yeah,
kids mimic. They do everything they see their parents do.
Right.
That's what the artificial intelligence is going to do. So if the artificial intelligence see us warring against each other and treating each other like crap, what do you think the artificial intelligence is going to create? Because hopefully it becomes more intelligent than us. It end up developing more compassion than us and more empathy than us. And instead of dropping a nuclear bomb on a country, it dropped seeds on a country so they can grow crops, or drop cheeseburgers on, you know what I mean? Instead of dropping bombs, you're dropping food on people. You know what I'm saying? So we should be teaching the AI of how to maintain this place in peace instead of teaching it war or teaching it how to control or teaching it how, you know what I'm saying, or teaching it how to police people.
Yeah. Let me get into this video real quick.
Generated news anchor debuted this month. Taiwan's very first AI-generated news anchor debuted this Monday on FTV. The virtual newsreader made a splash with her flawless delivery of an international weather forecast. Viewers were surprised by how closely she resembled a real person. And now you have the chance to give her a name.
Hello， 大家好，我是明视 AI 主播，很高兴终于和大家见面了。
Her delivery is flawless, her face compelling. This is Taiwan's very first AI news anchor. On Monday, she made her eye-grabbing debut on FTV, reading international weather bulletins. The novelty was a sight for sore eyes.
Normally, an AI-generated video clip doesn't feel like it's a real person talking, but she doesn't give it away. There were no glitches in her facial expressions. She's actually quite realistic. If you hadn't mentioned it, I wouldn't have noticed she's AI. She's more attractive than a real person.
FTV's newest anchor created a buzz with her appearance, intonation, and natural body movements. The audience gave rave reviews and clamored to see her do more programs in the future.
Nowadays, even idols are going virtual. This is quite a novelty. As long as the reporting is factual and she can help the audience understand what the news is about, if what she's saying is meaningful and broadens the audience's perspective, then it doesn't matter if she's AI or a real person.
Shortly after her debut, FTV asked the audience to give her a name, igniting a flurry of online chatter. One user said to name her the Eyes of Taiwan after FTV's slogan. Another suggested a homophone of Tai Tong-rong in a tribute to FTV's founder. Another proposed News Today, a play on the phrase News AI.
And the thing is, it's nothing wrong. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with creating AIs to report news and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, but you still have to have that. You still have to have real journalism, so that they're not going to completely get rid of certain reporters, because you still have to have those, you know, boots on the ground type of journalism. But that you could self-contract. I mean, they can hire self-contracted people for that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta pretty much put you on the payroll, and you know what I'm saying, that could be done by contract. So what we seeing here is basically the evolution of artificial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? And basically you see everything China does, America kind of model themselves after China. China's like ahead with this AI technology thing. You know what I'm saying?
True.
They ahead up. So that, you know, that's why I wanted to play this video. And also let me play this other video real quick, just to give y'all a general idea with how they already you know, already tapped into that. There's another one right here.
Hello, everyone. I'm an English artificial intelligence anchor. This is my very first day in Xinhua News Agency.
Basically they already using, you know, artificial intelligence AI on just to report the news alone. You know what I'm saying? So
deep integration with the international advanced technologies.
People are so far behind, man.
To keep you informed as texts will
especially in our community.
Uninterrupted. I look forward to bringing you the brand new news experiences.
Yeah. I mean, so that's
man. So we about gotta get up out of here soon. Y'all basically get the gist of this, man. The AI is replacing everything. Soon as this place is not even going to look the same, probably within the next 10 years, everything's gonna be digital, man.
Right.
So yeah, man.
Smash that like button. This was a nice live right here.
Yeah,
man.
It was. Definitely was. We dropped a lot of gems in there.
Replay value back on this.
Yep. Definitely a lot of replay value.
Make sure y'all you know what I'm saying, make sure y'all keep supporting the shops, man. If you haven't shop with NightandDayNetMarket.com yet, or Night and Day CBD Hub. You know what I'm saying? The links is pinned to the top. I mean, check out our shops, man. See what works for you, man. Get some stuff that works for you. We have things for skin care, hair care, detox. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to get a nice t-shirt to wear, you know what I'm saying? We got t-shirts, tons of t-shirt styles, and much more. I mean, so you know, we definitely probably come back later or something, y'all. So y'all know how we do.
Yep, definitely appreciate y'all, man. We out. Peace.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Hey, Redman is in the building. Funk Dr. Spot is in the building. Hey, I got a PSA announcement for everybody out there. If you got pain, you suffer from anxiety, go get your CBD smokes, CBD gummies, and CBD oils at nightanddaycbdhub.com.
What's up, family? It's Isaiah Curry. You been looking raggedy lately? Because you having trouble finding the right products for your beautiful melanated bodies? Skin so ashy you look albino? Head so dry and nappy you can start a fire with it?
When's the last time somebody comes in here?
Well, look no further, family, because we got you covered over here at Night and Day Shopping Network. We teamed up with other black entrepreneurs to bring you the best self-care products for us melanated brothers and sisters. And don't feel left out, white people. You can use them too. All the products are all natural and chemical free. We got some raw shea and cocoa butters, body washes, coconut hair conditioners, yucca root shampoo, gift boxes, and gel and oil for your hair locks. All from black-owned companies. It's way better than that crap from Walmart and the dollar store. Shit. So click the link in the description box below and go get you some at Night and Day Net.